Hi everyone, welcome to the week 14 quiz for US history. This quiz has a total of 9 questions for 18 points. When you get to the bottom of your quiz, please make sure to click submit so that it correctly shows up in your grade book and can be calculated towards your final grade. Question 1, which of the following best describes McCarthyism? A movement advocating for workers' rights in the 1930s. B, a period of intense anti-communist hysteria in the United States during the Cold War. C, a literary movement promoting realism and naturalism in literature. Or the last option, a political movement advocating for the expansion of civil rights in the 1960s. Question 2. What was a significant impact of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union? Increased cooperation between the two superpowers, a decrease in military spending by both nations, the development of peaceful resolutions to Cold War conflicts, a surge in scientific research and technological advancements. Question 3. What was one result of U.S. covert actions in the Middle East that had a significant impact on U.S. foreign policy? Anti-American sentiment in that region. More nations were grateful for U.S. support and involvement. Few know of their existence, so there was little impact. Cool movies based on the life of spies that were located in these areas. Number 4. What was one effect of the GI Bill? What was one effect the GI Bill had on American society in the post-war era? Deserving soldiers received medals for their service. Veterans received benefits that allowed them to purchase TVs. More veterans were able to attend college for the first time. The military remained at full force. Question number 5. Why was there a baby boom during the post-war era? People were conforming to the trend of having children. People wanted the additional tax exemptions offered for having children. With the war over and the economy growing, people were more prepared to raise children. With additional government programs in place, people were counting on assistance. Number 6. What factor led to the growth of the suburbs following World War II? City housing has been destroyed during the war and needed to be built. A migration of whites to the north had created a housing shortage in cities. The federal government offered tax incentives to anyone who moved to the suburbs. Developers built affordable mass-produced houses in places like Levittown. Question 7. What did the addition of "Under God" to the Pledge of Allegiance and adopting "In God We Trust" as the national motto signify about life in the 1950s in the United States? That there was a religious resurgence and people used religion to show conformity against atheism and communist ideas. That the government rewrote the Constitution so that there was no longer a separation of church and state. That people were grateful for victory in World War II. That the televangelists were more influential than Congress. Question number 8. How did television influence American life beginning in the 1950s? Violent TV shows of the 1950s caused the crime rate to rise. TV created common culture and developed common social norms. Travel shows heightened interest in seeing all of the country and other parts of the world. Advertisements discouraged people from watching TV. Question 9. What was not a result of the car culture that developed in the post-war era? More families were able to live in the suburbs and commute to work. Car sales decreased because people were concerned about fuel consumption. The percentage of families owning cars increased dramatically. Congress passed legislation to construct the interstate highway system. When done, please be sure to submit your quiz. Good luck.